In this video we're going to be killing legionaries by impact damage alone, and for this we have a super heavy cavalry unit with a mass of 1100 against 2 units of legionaries. And I'm going to charge into a unit that is 2 ranks deep, see how much damage I do. No damage done on the first charge, so that might mean it wasn't a great charge. Well, let's just see what happens here. They changed their mind. I messed up the charges a bit here. But what we should see is that the impact damage alone, and this is in the cavalry impact damage series. So these are cavalry units that have had their weapons removed. They don't have a weapon attack, they don't have weapon damage, no bonuses against large, no charge bonus. So all the damage done by these cavalry units, it's going to be impact damage. So here we have the second charge, and already the legionaries are starting to drop. Charging into braced legionaries, and you can see that the legionaries are knocked back, but the bracing allows the legionaries to absorb the charge far better, and it allows them to damage the super heavy cavalry, because super heavy cavalry is slow and it's going to take a lot more damage. So some people have said, well, there is no benefit to being in dense formations, and I think this is going to highlight that that is entirely not true. This super heavy unit hasn't lost a single man. This unit charges in, and it struggles to do damage against the braced legionaries and loses a lot of men on the return. Keep in mind, these cavalry units do not do weapon damage. This is purely impact. The legionaries that are getting charged 2 ranks deep are getting wrecked. Only lost 1 of these super heavy units. But I'm really having problems breaking these legionaries that get their bracing bonuses. So it does indeed look like bracing bonuses significantly reduce the amount of impact damage that is done. So at the same time that this legionary unit is basically wrecked, this legionary unit has lost only 6 men while killing 64 of the super heavy cavalry. So against impact damage, at least, it looks like bracing is very, very important. Legionaries dropped 20 legionaries. These units, there are a few units left here, but 4 casualties and 109 legionaries killed. But this unit of super heavies has real trouble because it can't cycle effectively when some of its units get caught at each charge. So these legionaries are actually holding their own very well. They are taking damage from each cycle here, but I'm having real problems disengaging my super heavy cavalry against these guys. So I'm going to try it with the second unit, and these guys have been cycle charged against for a significant amount of time. If there was missile support here or other units in support, then I have no doubt that these super heavy units would be absolutely wrecked. And the legionaries are losing men now, but it just shows you how much more survivable a unit is against the impact damage, the pure impact damage done by cavalry if it's in a more dense formation. So it's still going to lose, but it survived for a lot longer. Having 2 infantry 2 lines deep is, and these guys were braced as well. They didn't have fire at will turned on. So if they didn't have bracing on, they would presumably take damage even faster. So I think one of the reasons why people think that having units several ranks deep isn't beneficial against cavalry is because they have fire at will turned on, which won't give them their bracing bonuses. But I think this showed fairly decisively that bracing does indeed work. Here's a seagull. Does indeed work against... I don't think it's a seagull. I don't know which bird this is supposed to be. Impact damage done is significantly reduced because 1, it allows you to reduce the front, so less units are going to get hit, and the units in behind are going to stop the units from getting knocked down, so they are getting knocked back instead of knocked down. Strength and honor.